Hey everybody, it's Thursday, which means it's another episode of Naturally Unbothered. I am Shari.
And I am Corey.
What's up? What's up? What's
What is
up?
going on? I
I
feel like I
miss
ain't been to I
you.
miss you too. I ain't been to the playground in a minute.
I was like, oh, he done took a break.
Okay, but it's always fun when I get to come and play.
Yes. How was work?
Work is going good,
Okay,
so far
good,
so
good,
good. So
good, 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 good. All
going
right,
good.
what you drinking on?
I am only drinking on some watermelon lemonade today.
Okay, well, I'm drinking some watermelon margarita. So, cheers to
Okay,
the
okay.
watermelon.
Cheers to the watermelon.
Yes. All right. Well, so I have so many people to shame,
Uh-oh.
but this story just dropped in my inbox like right before we started the show from the producer.
Is it
And
breaking news?
it's breaking news to me, but I'm pretty sure it was not breaking news to everybody else. But I mean, this is
Mm.
breaking news to me. It might be breaking news to you. So apparently, back in 1998, Chris Rock sexually assaulted a model and fathered a child with her.
Mm. Mm. 1998. Okay.
1998.
So this is all coming to light now.
Yes. So
Okay.
apparently he hired a fixer, which is like Olivia Pope
Olivia
for
Pope,
celebrities.
Ray Donovan.
Yeah, or Ray Donovan. He hired a fixer, but I guess what he didn't anticipate is that the fixer records all of his clients' conversations. So it has basically been released of him basically admitting to raping this young lady and taking the condom off in the end. But he's trying to say he probably came on her butt or something like that. But you can't father a baby from coming on someone's ass, Chris.
So this was of course, I heard the video or audio, I should
Audio.
say.
Yeah.
And this is the problem that I have with that piece that we saw, which it really doesn't make anything better. But also, it say doesn't say who they're talking about.
Oh, it's her. They say her name.
Oh, they do?
Yeah, they say her name. I can't pronounce her
Oh,
last name, but her first name is like Monica. Yeah,
wait a
I can't
minute. Did
pronounce her.
Chris and the guy say her name or the
Oh
girl?
no, 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 no,
Yeah,
no, 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 no,
yeah,
no, no.
that's what I'm
No,
saying.
Chris and the guy
Like,
does not say her name.
okay,
No.
I know the girl that was introducing setting it up said her name, but I'm like, they could be talking about anybody. They could. So, oh, and I think also you didn't say she was an underage model
Right.
that um that this is about. So they could be talking about a situation in this audio of another situation, and that person
They
could
could
have
be.
been of
They
age.
could be. They could be.
So, and I'm sure there is a complete video or audio where maybe they do mention, like, I don't want to hear nothing until I hear the whole thing.
Well, apparently, I didn't get the name of the show, but there is a Hulu documentary on sexual
It,
assaults.
I forgot the name. It was just in my head. Um, dang. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I forgot the name that quick. But yeah, I'm definitely going to watch that and
I'm
see
definitely
what's
gonna
the
watch
go.
it. So next week I can be able to be like, blah, 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 blah. Yeah.
I wonder I wonder even though he is video What do I keep saying? Video, audio taping the conversations. I wonder what happened that this is being released. Like, because
I
if you
mean, I
are
think because I think they're talking about it now because it's on this Hulu special. And I'm wondering because I've not seen this. I don't have hadn't had any time to research it. So I don't know if this documentary is his documentary of him covering up for several people, or if it's just multiple people with different things that have, and they, the proof has come out. I don't really
well,
know.
he would have to be a part of the documentary, I would think, in order for anyone to have access to the tapes.
I
What do you
mean,
think?
yes, that's what I'm guessing. Yeah, so
So
I already know that I'm going to be watching this.
I'm wondering, is he pissed off? Did something happen between him and Chris and he wanted a payment or something? Or because like that's kind of wild.
It's definitely wild. I mean, I don't even understand. Back in 98 you still needed to sign shit. There still was shit that you needed to sign. Like, I can't believe that nothing was signed that would allow him not to be able to release this information, to keep
Exactly.
his client's confidentiality, even though it couldn't be used in court. It could be used in court because he's not a lawyer, but at
Mhm.
least keep you from saying anything, that because I'm gonna sue your ass otherwise, because Chris
Right.
was basically like, he rather have a drug scandal, rather be found out that he was using heroin than to be a part of a sexual assault.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but I think it kind of sparked up because he was with another guy. There was a festival that was in California somewhere, that was in the desert, and
Oh,
it got rained out.
the burning man.
Yeah, it got rained out really bad, and so people were trapped in essence. And like, he had gotten Chris Rock and this other guy had gotten a ride with some people, and I guess the other guy is a pedophile as well, and he has there's like numerous allegations against this other gentleman,
Mm-hmm.
and so therefore they were hanging out together. So I think,
Mm-hmm.
the birds of a feather
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
kind of.
Mm. Well, this should be interesting, and I definitely will be following this story to see where this goes. I have a
Yeah,
feeling
let's see. I mean,
I have a feeling everybody gonna be like, "Oh, he deserved that slap. He deserved
listen,
that slap." But I am really big on, especially with black men being accused of things. Um, I wanna see everything. I want to see everything before I shame Chris um on these allegations. So
yeah. Well, I'm shaming Chris, and I'm shaming the special ops person, whoever he was, because like, you was supposed to keep some shit to yourself. Like,
yeah,
write
yeah.
a tell-all book on your death. You know what
And
I'm saying? Like,
then like what other clients are you? Because she was like,
that's
this
what
was
I
like
know.
a
That's why I'm
celebrity. Like, is it about to be like a whole bunch
yes.
of stuff?
That's why I'm like, I'm gonna need to watch this show today. Like, when we get finished recording, I'm gonna need to go watch this show, because I'm gonna need to know if this is like him just dishing out all the juice on all his clients, or if it's just
Certain ones.
certain ones.
Well, I yeah. one thing that I will say though is, of course, they showed a picture of the girl and she was white. And that's why these new dudes need to leave these little white girls alone, especially underage, period. But leave them white girls alone. See that? Them
Yeah,
white
because
girls.
the other guy, I can't remember what the other guy's name is, but he basically is who discovered Azalea Banks. And she said, he has discovered her when she was 17, and she was like, she had to give up a whole lot of to get in the business to
Mm,
him. So again, 17 years old,
mhm.
underage, but we don't know what the age of consent is, but it's still underage.
Yeah, it's still, I mean, like, that's very true. I think some places are 17, but I think if you a grown ass man, like, come on, like, come on.
And I'm 1000% certain, and now I ain't even gonna say allegedly. I'm 1000% certain that he was like, yo, you want to get in this business, and some stuff you got to do. And she
Oh,
felt obligated to do it in order to get in the business, and was probably,
and
allegedly, this is
maybe even,
allegedly sucking dick and fucking.
but still, even if it wasn't a situation of feeling obligated, like, oh, I'm down or whatever. At the end of the day, she was still 17.
Right.
And
Very impressionable.
yeah, however you split it. And then especially if you are the person in power to help someone, you know what I'm saying? Like, you slimy, like, come on. Like
Right.
there, I'm sure, like if that's the case, I'm sure there was a 21-year-old somewhere that just wanted to be in the music industry that you could have went and frolic with over a 17-year-old. But folks is folksing out here.
Yeah, because I mean, it's plenty of celebrity stories where ladies are have said that, in order for me to get that role, I had to do such and such and such. Like, especially in the 80s,
Mm-hmm.
and the
Mm-hmm.
90s, they was, putting out to get roles.
Mm-hmm.
So, I just think it's unfortunate. It's abuse of power,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
shame on all of them, but definitely shame on Chris, because I'm rolling with this story. Um, they probably ain't gonna cancel you because it's been 99,000 years ago. But you done made
he
them
was
millions.
he was just it was so funny. Now, like, hearing all of this and getting all this information, he was just at the Renaissance tour, and he took a picture with Lizzo. And I was like, oh baby, y'all both in the news, troublemakers right now. Isn't this a nice little pair?
What a great duo.
What a great duo. But
Now let's shame some other folks.
okay.
So there is a Oklahoma woman charged after
Mm-hmm.
allegedly sexually abusing and
Mm-hmm.
filming a 3-year-old girl.
Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah. Three.
Three.
Three. Like three? Like, I mean, it's like no age is just like you're fine with, but three? It's like three.
So the story is, this happened in Stillwater, Oklahoma. A 19-year-old Midwest City girl. She's from Midwest City. Her name is Ashley Cheatham. Has been charged after she allegedly sexually abused and filmed a 3-year-old girl in Stillwater. Police say an investigation started after the boyfriend found the images in her cell phone. So the father recently met the woman online in Oklahoma City, and the two started dating, and she quickly moved in with him.
Mm.
So one night while she was sleeping, he decided to go through her cell phone, and he found the disturbing images and videos of the girl. And so he called the police, and she's facing up to 5 felony charges: child abuse, child sexual abuse, child sexual exploitation, possession of child pornography, and unlawful access to a computer to violate Oklahoma statutes of unlawful possession of a controlled drug. So they must have found drug stuff on her computer and stuff like that, pictures or something, whatever. But she's 19 years old. And so I'm thinking, in order for a 19-year-old to have sexually assaulted a 13-year-old, I know she comes from
Yeah,
a line of sexual assault.
yeah, yeah, absolutely. She's been assaulted, and it's just one of those cycles that need to be broken. But yeah, she definitely come from it. She definitely come from it, which is really sad. I
Definitely.
mean, it was I mean, you never know because people have, been molested and have trust in people that they've known their whole lives and things. But I don't know if the daughter lives with him or whatever, but you got to make smarter decisions if you have a child at your house or living with you, or when it comes to you dating or whatever. And the story said that they met and she moved in with them in a short period of time. um and this could have possibly been avoided if people didn't rush and do stupid things. But then also, it's not like you would know that this is going to happen, or this person is. Well, maybe if you had took time, you could have seen some other red
If you,
flags.
yeah, you could have seen the interactions. I mean, come on now. It's a 3-year old. 3-year-olds, all the 3-year-olds that I know, they talk
Mm-hmm.
and they are very opinionated. And when they
Mm-hmm.
don't like you, they don't like you.
Mm-hmm.
So there has to be, you know, some type of her not wanting to be around the girl or something. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah. Yeah. That's really fucked up.
it's heartbreaking. It's really heartbreaking. And so we are definitely shaming Ashley Cheatham. And this is a picture of her.
What race was, we don't know what race the people were, do we?
Of who?
The boyfriend.
We don't know.
Mm.
Mm-mm.
Shame,
No, it's
Ashley.
just
Her
her.
name Ashley, right?
Yeah, shame on you.
Shame on you, Ashley.
She is just ridiculous. So
Mm.
I found a funny story, about this man who decided that he wanted to sexually assault a cow.
Y'all,
First of all,
global warming is real because these motherfuckers is out here just doing weird shit. This
first
is
of all, I don't know how tall he is, but how tall do you have to be to back it up on a cow? I mean,
how
to hit the cow
crazy.
from the
Fuck
back.
the tall. How crazy do you have to be like, you know what? I'm finna go out here to this
They
barn.
see the cow looking so sexy today. Look at
Oh,
her,
like,
her thighs.
ew.
What do they call thighs on cows? Loins. What part of the beef is that? The thigh.
I don't know
The
what that is.
loin.
No,
I
I
don't
think the
know.
loins is up here somewhere.
Oh, well,
Um,
whatever. Look at
whatever
her
it
beef
is,
thighs. Look at her rump.
nice roast. Baby.
Yeah, we got a nice little roast rumping back there.
Mm.
Anyway, so this man is a 24-year-old. He's 24-year-old. His name is Liam Brown. He pled guilty.
Liam.
Liam, Liam Brown
Mm.
pled guilty to sexually penetrating a living animal and causing unnecessary suffering
For the cow.
to the animal.
My thing is, who discovered this to report this? I couldn't imagine just walking. Do, 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 do. This is
Okay, so this is the deal. So this I actually have the answer to that because normally we don't be having the
yeah,
answer.
we don't be having
I
a
actually
background.
Yes, so last summer Brown was caught red-handing doing the deed with a young it was a calf. Okay, it was a calf.
Okay, so
Okay,
it
so
wasn't that
that's
tall.
more so it wasn't that tall.
Mm.
On the farm. He apparently fell victim to somebody's trap that's set by the farmers so that they had installed cameras
Oh, so they had a
because
suspicion.
they had a suspicion. So they installed surveillance cameras to watch to see who was disturbing their livestock. And it was only happening in like the dead of the night. So he crept up on the property, he triggered the system, and it began to record. So listen, they caught him, they sent it to the police, and guess what the police did?
What?
They did a rape kit on the cow.
See, see,
So you can't do nothing but plead guilty because they done got your DNA out of the cow. They done did a rape kit on the cow. They done got your DNA off the calf. He needed to plead guilty
you
because
trespassing on these people's property, fucking a cow. Wow, wow. Okay, okay.
yep. So the
Well,
DNA profile matched, and therefore he was charged. He pled guilty. So the crazy part about all of it is the um the owners of the farm when they finally saw who it was, they've been knowing this guy for like 2 years.
mm,
So he been checking out Bessie and little Bessina and was like, you know what? Bessie just had a baby. Let me go ahead and get her baby. So that's like molestation. Because that's an infant. That's a child. A calf is a child. So you
I,
done
I can't.
molested a calf,
This is too much. This is
Liam.
okay.
Liam Brown. So do you want to guess what color Liam Brown is?
um, for some reason, I was thinking Hispanic, but I don't know any Hispanics last name Brown.
Only the ones that married somebody else that was non-Hispanic.
Hmm. But being that this was a dude,
And he's into cattle.
he's into cattle. I'm
He ain't
going
married to
to
no man.
I'm going to guess that he is Caucasian.
And you will be correct.
Oh, and he's young.
You know, every single one of the ones that we show with animals, they always be young. It's not even old people.
Like I had imagined
They be
like
like
this old
30. They be like 30 and younger.
I imagine like this old countryman with a long beard that was like older. Oh wow. Yeah,
Nah,
shame. Liam, shame on you
nah.
with that red.
Liam got that with his red hair.
It has not been good for the red hair society these last couple of years with the what's that family name? The what's the name? The family that was killing all the people allegedly.
Who, the
Um
Murdoch family?
Murdochs, yeah, they was redheads. The Murdochs. Yeah. It ain't been good for the redhead clan.
It ain't been
So
good at all.
I read this story
Okay.
where a photographer got denied a plate at a wedding that he was shooting.
Hmm.
And the photographer deleted all of the photos and left after being denied food at the wedding. Uh,
This is not the first time that that's happened.
oh, really?
Yes, there was a lady photographer a couple years ago who did the exact same thing because she wasn't offered a plate and she had been recording since like it might have been like 7 a.m. all the way
Mm,
until like 10 p.m. And
mm.
she requested a break for a meal and they were like, no, you don't get a plate. Yeah.
Well,
Uh,
this is how I feel about that. I feel like yeah, it's a party, but you're here to work. Now, if the people offer you something, great, wonderful, but I don't think that vendors should um, anticipate getting or partaking in an event that you are working at. I think it's nice to be able to offer them that, but a lot of times you got to pay per plate. And sometimes a lot of people don't count like the vendors in there. Like if you get a good wedding planner, they'll be like, okay, well, we're gonna have the photographer or the band or whatever. You want to count them in or whatever, something like that. But at the end of the day, you working.
okay. So with that being said, because I disagree, but with
Mm.
that being said, when am I supposed to eat? Because every moment is basically videoed or pictured. When am I supposed to break to eat?
Absolutely. Now, I don't agree with, oh, you can't have no break or anything like that. Like, yeah, like have a break, but also don't be anticipating your break is going to be sponsored by me. If you want to go break and eat your food in your car that you brought, or you going to get fined. But I don't think you should be like, oh, I'm shooting a wedding today. I know I'm gonna eat good. Like you can't have that in your head because
It would be in my contract.
yeah, like put it in your contract, and some people do put it in your
Yeah,
contract. But
I'm gonna need a meal.
if you don't have that ahead of time, I don't think that you should be, anticipating that, expecting that rather.
Don't expect it.
Don't I feel like it's like a tip. A tip is a nice, wonderful addition, a nice surprise, but it's not guaranteed. So if you get a tip, great, wonderful. But if you don't, you can't be mad at it because I don't know if you feel like this too, but there are like stylists and things like that. Let's say you go and you getting, your hair did, and they like, okay, that's gonna be $200, and you pay them $200. They be mad if you don't tip them, and
True.
I'm like, a tip, that's extra. You know what I'm saying? And that is a
Hmm.
nice incentive. You can't um be expecting, you shouldn't. I don't think you should be expecting a tip if I paid you your fee. And I don't know why that is in the beauty industry that that has become like what you need to do, what you're supposed to do. And if you don't do it, you look bad upon or whatever the case may be. You go to the dentist and you pay your $50 copay, you ain't giving the dentist a tip. And you go to the
True.
mechanic shop, you get your carburetor fixed, you ain't giving them a tip. You pay your
True.
fee and you go on about your business. So as
I never
long as
thought of it like that
as
because
long
I'm
as the
always
person
for the service industry people like give them their tips, but I never
right.
thought of it that
I mean,
way
like, and
because that
I
is a
agree,
service.
but I feel like also for waiters, that's different from me going to get my hair done for you because when I go out to eat, my ticket is $80. That's not going in the waiter's pocket. But when I give you my $80 for my hair service or whatever, that's going in your pocket. And you divvy your booth rent or however you pay your bills or whatever. But that's different. You know what I'm saying? And you have a waiter, and I do believe in knocking your waiter down and things like that, and making sure their service, but also too, you also getting your little hourly pay too. So if you don't get no tip, you got that. So like, don't act nasty, but I do think people should tip, like definitely. But that's just me. I don't know.
But don't trip if you don't get the tip, is what you
Don't
saying.
trip. Don't trip. That's what your little hourly fee for. I mean, shit.
So, another story that came up in the news is it's a retro story, but it's some popped up in the news. Is about Richard Pryor saying that when he was 14 years old, he slept with his father's girlfriend or piece,
Mm-hmm.
and like that was his first piece of sex when he was 14 years old from a grown woman.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I didn't know that had popped back up. Um
Yeah, it's some pop back up. I think it was Barbara Walters, an interview with Barbara Walters.
mm,
Yeah.
there was years ago, right when there was a movie being made, or it was going to be made, or I think it got made, and Mike Epps was playing him. Um,
Yeah, but I don't think it shows that.
did that come out?
I thought I watched it, but I could have watched something else. I don't know. I thought I watched the Richard Pryor movie remake.
I've never heard anything about it. But I would love to see a Richard Pryor movie with all the juicy details and things. And
Yeah, I feel like his biopic needs to be told. Like, I mean, I've watched like documentaries, but I feel like they need to get into the
right, right.
real, because he was very, very
He was a
interesting.
tri-section.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
I would
And
give anything to be like one of his close friends, just so I could
you
just
know,
hear the stories of his life. Him and Rick James. I just want to
oh
be a
yeah.
fly on the wall. So I do know someone who dated Rick James back in the day.
Mm.
And honey, when I tell you I must have asked her 1001 questions. And she was
Mm.
like dating him while he was dating someone else. So whoever dated him were under the understanding of knowing that he was dating multiple women.
Mm.
Um, and yeah,
See, speaking of, I don't know what is going on, Shari. It's like I cannot, I cannot find a man of my own. It's always somebody else's man, and I don't know. I don't know. And people always say, it's what you putting out is what, and I'm like, I don't feel like I'm putting out this.
You putting outside, dude?
I don't feel I don't feel that. I don't. But that's what keeps coming in my cycle view, and I don't understand that. I don't get it.
I mean, are you dipping just a little bit? Are you testing the waters, or you just 100% like hell no?
No, it's not that. No, this is my thing. I'm dipping and tasting the waters. I'm coming at what's coming to me. I'm grabbing at what's coming at me. But what I'm saying is I would love to have my own shit. Like, that's what I would want. But it was like another situation popped off this weekend. And I'm like, why can't I get a single man to act like this? I don't know. I'm giving off something, I guess. But I
I
ain't.
don't know. I don't know. Maybe when you get all dressed up and get all extra Corey, you giving out side dude vibes.
That is not a vibe I want to give out.
I don't know what to tell you. You need to go do some chakra blockages. Get your
For
chakras
real.
unblocked because whatever you giving out in your little sacral area, it is 100%
I don't, yeah.
side dude.
Yeah, I need to have somebody move that, transfer that over or something, because I'm like, here we go again. Here we go. Here we
So
go.
do they tell you like, hey, I got another dude or I got a dude, or do they you just end up finding out?
No, so uh, some of them I know. So I know you got to be in. And
Hmm.
some of them tell me I don't think I've dealt with not knowing about somebody and finding out in my early 20s. I ain't dealt with that. Motherfuckers just tell you now. Everybody down to cheat with you and cheat for you and cheat on you. So, you know, people, be honest. So there was this guy um that I was dipping and dabbing with. So he told me, he said him and his boyfriend are in the process of moving to Texas. They live
Hmm.
East Coast. So he was like, so he's been coming here, a lot or whatever. So he said, I told my boyfriend that I wanted to have somebody in Texas when I was, gonna be here. And I told him that I wanted that to be you. And I'm like, okay. So
So you're in a polyamorous relationship or an open relationship?
open,
That's different. Well, see, that's different.
open. But hold on, listen. So I'm like, okay, cool. As long as everybody know, like, cool. So one weekend they both were here. And so he was like, well, we're going out or whatever. And so I was like, so am I gonna see you? He was like, well, my boyfriend here. And I'm like, I don't understand why that matters. And so he was like, well, we just out, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, okay. So shrugged it off. Then again, they had came down. Um, I'm like, so am I gonna see you? Like, we gonna hook up? He was like, I'm with my boyfriend. I'm like,
So
but
then you lied. Your boyfriend
so
don't know.
I'm like, I thought you told
Because
him.
y'all will be, well, I don't know. Some people are don't want to be kitchen table hanging out together, but yeah, you should be able to be.
Right. And then my thing is, like you didn't have to like make no announcement. this Corey, the boy I be fucking when I come here, it could have just been like, oh, hey, what's up, whatever. This is my boyfriend, and this is Corey, blah blah. Like, I wasn't, expecting nothing to go down or anything like that. I really just wanted to just meet up with him and say hey and all of this good stuff. But so they got engaged recently. So he called me and he kept talking about the engagement. I didn't really say anything about it because it's like it was weird. Like you presented it like it was this open situation, but then when I try to talk to you about him or the relationship, you like real shut down. And I'm like, so don't come telling me about no fucking engagement if you don't want to have no conversations about it. So, I wasn't even acknowledging what he was saying. And I was just like, so what you doing this weekend? And so I had texted him. I said, hey, I said, me and some friends was actually thinking about coming out there. Will I be able to see you? And he was like, I'm engaged now. And I was like, I said,
What's
so
it got
does
to do with
yeah, I
anything?
said, so does that change something with us? I'm just trying to be loyal. I said, so you
Oh,
haven't
so
been
you was
loyal?
cheating.
Yeah.
So you were
So
cheating. Your shit
I,
wasn't open.
I
Okay.
said, okay, that's what we
Okay.
doing. That's what we
That's
doing.
exactly what we're doing.
So yeah, but other than that, most situations like I know um that they have a boyfriend or know the boyfriend and whatever. So I don't have too many like situations like that. But I don't know. Maybe I need to write um into the Ebonite to say my name and find out what I can do to get this side dude spirit off of me.
Definitely, you need to. That's too funny. So, before we get out of here, I wanted to, and I had to talk about the Manetta Shaw, Neo's ex-wife,
Oh, I saw a little
and
article.
her basically revealing that, that was one of the reasons why they broke up is because he constantly wanted to have threesomes
Mm-hmm.
and she was over it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I saw that and or maybe you sent it to me, I don't know. But yeah, I don't even know where to start. Like,
So if your partner requested, I don't know, it didn't say how many per
mm-hmm.
week, but
Mm-hmm.
just for shits and giggles, um, how many threesomes per week is too much for you?
A weekly basis? Um,
Okay, let's do a month. If a week is too much, let's do a month then.
yeah,
How
that's
many in a month is too many threesomes for you?
I would say, okay, like if we're in a relationship marriage and it's just us, like we're not open, we're not poly, and we just want to have fun. We having fun. Um, I don't know. Maybe I want to say maybe like two, but I feel like that almost changes the whole dynamic of the relationship. It's like we might as well be a poly if we, you know what I'm saying? Like if you having threesomes on a regular basis, weekly or monthly, like I feel like you've passed the spectrum of couple. Like you really are in something else. So I would just feel like I would be cool with like every now and again, kind of pop up. We out of
You
town. We
like
fit
quarterly. You want them like quarterly
or just like
or like on vacation.
on vacation or just, kind of like I think I would like it if it just kind of like randomly kind of like happened, or it was like, hey, such and such, was kind of cute, or, but to do it on a consistent weekly, monthly, I think I might get a little tired of that. I don't know. But I could see where someone could easily get tired of it because it's like, yeah, I'm down, like cool. And then it's like, you want to do it every week. That's a lot. That's a lot. I don't know. That's kind of hard. What you say?
I say it ain't never too many threesomes that you can have. But but I would definitely say I would definitely want to have a threesome at least once a month.
Okay. Okay.
And it can be randomly planned out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But too much, I don't know.
Which
I don't
I
think
mean,
it's
like,
ever too much.
and like
But see,
honestly,
I don't think it's ever too much because I'm just like a sexual person. So, I mean, I guess too much would be when that person is like all in y'all business. Like, you know what I'm saying? When they become a part of your relationship, you
and
know. But I mean, if these are just random encounters, I feel like once a month with somebody that you vetted.
would be cool. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, yeah, I'm with the shits, but also I think I don't think I would want to feel like the pressure of, oh my God, we gotta have a threesome this week. Like, if a couple of weeks or a couple of months fly by without it, like I ain't tripping, but I don't know. I just feel like if it was like a routine like that, like
I would feel like it would take the fun out of it if it was routine.
yeah,
But if
like
I
that's what
knew that like I was gonna have one like at least once a month, like hell yeah, I'd be like excited. I don't know how long I would be excited for, how many
but
years or
yeah,
months,
yeah,
but
yeah.
initially, hell yeah, bring me the threesome,
Mm-hmm.
you
Mm-hmm.
know. But I don't know. I want to know. I wish they would have asked how much is too much. Like they didn't
Mm-hmm.
ask her how much was too much. I want to know how much was too much to her because that's my one question. How much was too much to her? Because he could have been like every time he had wanted to have sex, he wanted a threesome. Then that would have been an issue. Because that
Mm-hmm.
would even be an issue to me because I want that intimacy with my partner. You know what I'm saying? Like I want that intimacy alone with my partner sometime. I don't want to have to share him or her. And so I wouldn't want it every time, but I like a good threesome.
I think maybe she was probably more in like, yeah, like I'm with the shits, every now and again, like, yeah, let's do it. And it probably was just like one of those like,
It
you
just
wanna do?
seems like to me that he was probably having these threesomes so he could sleep with another girl. That's
Yeah.
why it was too much.
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
Because you ain't even paying attention to me while we're having these threesomes. I'm just here
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
so you can sleep with her and you not be called a cheater. I feel like that's what the problem was.
Maybe.
Yeah. That's just my thoughts. And the producer just sent us another story.
Uh-oh.
Two more stories.
Two more hot off the press.
Yes. I know, hot off the press. So Tucker Carlson was uh interviewed with a man who claims that he allegedly had sex with the former President Obama in 1999.
Next.
So this is supposed to be airing September 9th. I mean September 6th, which is tomorrow. Um, this man claiming that he had sex in 1999 with Obama. First of all,
I'm like over
first of
on
all,
Living Color. Nobody better not say nothing bad about this chick.
first of all, I think Barack Obama is a very handsome man.
Oh yeah.
And I believe that he would only have sex with only handsome or beautiful people. Okay?
What this thing look
This
like?
man that is claiming that he had sex in 1999 with Barack,
Please.
I had to screenshot his face so we could see it. But baby,
Let's
it's a
see.
no for me. It's a no for me. Okay? Let me show y'all this picture.
Let me see what this gonna give right here. Get out of here. Oh no, sir, Bobby Ju.
Then why why would you not come out anytime the 8 years that he was in office?
Well, yeah, like why now? Like where? And Tuck, no. You took this interview, Tucker.
Tucker. Tucker took this interview.
Y'all ain't had no dirt on Obama. The most y'all had was he wore a tan suit, and y'all lost y'all mind because y'all couldn't find nothing. So y'all had to make an uproar about a tan suit. And now here we are with Billy Bob Thornton look-alike talking about get out of here. Get out.
Mm.
Get out of here.
So the second story, and then after this, we're gonna get up out of here. So this is from Hollywood Unlocked. There's a North Carolina pastor, Damian Massey, who publicly repents after allegedly after his alleged secret boyfriend exposed him with the sex tape.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
He said he owned his mistake. Don't kill him. The Lord is gonna restore him.
Mm, mm. Well, okay, Pastor Macy. Um, get restored then. Um,
That's him.
oh, that's not the pastor I was thinking about.
That's him talking about it.
Oh yeah, that looked
I'm gonna
like a church queen.
I'm gonna send it to you. But yeah,
Mm.
yeah. So apparently, it was leaked, and
Now, normally I would go investigate some shit like that, but I do not want to see Pastor Macy in no shape, form, or fashion.
it was leaked on Snapchat.
Not Snapchat. Not on the Snapchat. Mm.
Mm, mm,
I
mm,
better
mm,
leave. And he probably was a little young thing too.
mm, mm. All right. Well, with that being said, y'all, this episode was nothing but a bunch of shame.
Shame, 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 baby.
Shame. This is a shameful episode of Naturally Unbothered. You guys can follow us on IG, Facebook. It's not called Twitter no more. It's called X.
X. And that's stupid. Like, what is that? Okay.
We can also be heard on Spotify, YouTube, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, Google Play, audiobooks. Like we're on everything. So wherever you listen to your podcast, Apple Podcast, wherever you listen to, we
Now
there.
warehouse,
Yeah, we there. We there. If you're looking
Blockbuster.
for Naturally Unbothered merch, you can go to naturallyunbothered.com and get your merch. If you want to write in your Say My Name like Corey, and if you want to do that, you can go to Naturally Unbothered, the number two at gmail.com, or you can go to the naturallyunbothered.com and go to the bottom of the site and click the little Say My Name and just type your Say My Name in there. You can do either one of them. So we can be able to, Ebony can break his story down and all that other kind of stuff. Now, I don't know the phone number. So I can't
Oh,
give it to you.
I'm fine.
It ain't in my extra phone. But y'all listen to the podcast. Y'all know the phone number that Ebony has for us. And so y'all can go ahead and leave your messages, say my names, anything. Send her some she likes the crazy pics y'all be sending her. Send the pics. Do whatever.
Do whatever.
Do whatever. But we thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for joining us. We will see you guys next week and peace out.
Ease. Oh man.